Diary of a Dyslexic Homeschooler, A Year of Untangling, written by Sarah Hualde, narrated by Nicole Blessing. Winter. 1. Missionaries start when they're my age. They start by teaching the littlest. Who can I teach? Who needs me? I help out at children's church. Mama leads the singing. Brother reads the lesson. I pass out crayons. One day, I'll pass out Bibles. I'll climb mountains, discover hidden places, and find the hurting. I'll teach unknown tribes to read their Bibles, to understand and live the words, to share the big word. Me, maybe a dog or two, perhaps a friend, and my backpack of Bibles. 2. When I was baptized, the elders gave me a Bible. I already had one, purple for my purse, but they gave me one to study, too big for my lap, with lots and lots of extra pages of other people's thoughts, to study and to grow. Its cover feels so smooth and stiff with newness. The pages are so thin, they're almost invisible. Words blanket them. So many, many words. All one large pattern of white and black, and sometimes red. Shuffling the pages with a thumb brings out the smell of libraries and ink. I see scribes with feathers, maybe even chisels, hushed whispers, hunched shoulders, hard-working apostles. There are people dying for this book. I know it. People shredding it up into teeny shards small enough to hide under sleeves and scarves. I think of them. I pray about them. They want a Bible, and I have too. 3. We've taken the baby to the park. I've got my scooter and my helmet. There's lots of noise, the good kind. Mama pushes the baby on a swing. I hit the slides. Friends I know and friends I don't race me. A good day. Outside always makes a good day. A girl. I don't remember her name, but we've played before. I only remember she likes to wear lime green sneakers. We are the spies in hiding, whispering our plans. She wants to know why I talk funny. She sounds out words for me like I don't know what I'm saying. I'm older than her, I think. I know what I'm saying. It's just my accent, I tell her. Her nose wrinkles up. But you live right around the corner, she says. She looks at me as if I'm broken. Shake it off. The boys are getting closer. Time to run. Safe. 4. We homeschool. Most of my friends do it too. It's not weird unless I'm at church. Then I'm the only one in my room that homeschools. It goes like this. Breakfast, not too early, but early enough that my toes are still cold. Bible and prayer. Today, we prayed for the president and for salami, I think. Mama reads to us. Biospheres. Animals. My favorite. Sciencey stuff. Next, some math with beans and pennies. And then some reading. Yuck. A new book again. They are so boring. What am I, 6? Brother reads awesome stories. He talks to me about them at night. He says he's been reading the series since it came out 5 years ago. He was 7 then. I'm nearly 10. All I get to read is math this and math that. It takes forever long. Brother doesn't need beans to do math either. 5. No, it was turkey. We prayed for turkey. I knew it was a sandwich food. But actually, it's a country. Somewhere. 6. Not reading yet. It's not so bad. I get to use Play-Doh when Brother does his hard work. So much work on paper. I really extremely like Play-Doh. It's messy and squishy and smells nice. I like Play-Doh. Except Mama is forcing me to make letters. Not animals, not foods, but letters out of my Play-Doh. Even my turquoise sparkle Play-Doh. It's new. I had plans for it. I have to work alone because she's with brother. She thinks the dough will help the pencil not hurt my hand. The next time I try to write my name, I guess it's still somewhat fun. I mean, it's still Play-Doh. 7. Donuts are good. My Sunday school teacher sometimes brings donuts. I'm dressed up and itchy. But there might be a game this class time. I'm good with games. I'm great at cheering. Instead, it's sit in a circle, don't kick the chair legs, stay still. My purple Bible is camouflaged against my purple skirt. No, thank you. Ben doesn't want to read out loud today. Teacher scowls. Ben just started our class last year, same as teacher. I've been in it 2 years now. Ben, we're not in baby class anymore. Her tone doesn't match her mood. She's going to make him read. Ben huffs and asks not to. I thought he asked very nicely. Teacher's eyebrows are forming an unpleasant face. Ben starts to read. He gets stuck at the old names. Everyone does. She tells him, "Thank you," after a very long time, with no helps. It's time to start behaving like we're big kids. Her voice is sweet, but her mouth looks sour. Everyone must read on their turn. How else will you ever learn? My donut swirls in my tummy. How many verses are left? I'm only 3 chairs away from Ben. 8. I give Mom my class craft, and my fastest smile. I sit down very close to her side and pull her jacket around me. I won't cry. I won't cry. Mama's hands on my back make it harder not to cry. But at least I'm safer. Teacher's coming. Her eyes, they don't believe me. Songs start before she makes it to our row. Thank you, Jesus. I snuggle deeper, listening to Mama's singing rumble through her rib cage. Teacher thinks I'm making trouble. Or worse, she thinks I'm stupid. 9. A person's eyes say so much, more than their words. I try not to look, but I can't always understand what their words mean. I look deeper. I hope they look back. I hope they see how hard I'm trying, how smart I really am, how much I can do, how brave I can be, how much I care about them, how much I care about what their eyes are speaking back to me. 10. Snuggled up snugs, socks on socks, my head on her tummy, brother pulling the quilt up to my chin. Mom reads, filling my head with new words, new ideas, new friends. We laugh together. We cry together. We have adventures. We are all the same. We are all different. We are together. 11. I like figuring out the endings before anyone else can. It's like a secret to a hidden treasure. They have to wait to find the map, but I already know the way. I might give them a sneak peek, but I like knowing more than I let on. I like being the one with the keys. 12. He's so small, only just now 7, and I'm 10. The words come so simply to him. I know them all. We've read the stories over so many times. Ask me. Just ask me. Moses, afraid to talk, but God strengthens him to lead. Peter, wild and reckless, full of faith, needing refinement. Mom says I'm like him, ready in an instant to walk on water. But I feel more like Moses, unable to speak, staring at a burning I can't understand, hiding my embarrassment in the sand, running to where no one knows me, where no one will expect me to be any different. Ben is so small, and the words come so easily to him. Teacher ignores my sniffs, shifts in her seat. I swallow my teardrops, look down at my feet. Maybe something really is wrong with me, really wrong. 13. Again. Not again. A new book. A new program. All back at A. Mama smiles and says pleasing things. She gets me tickets and prizes to earn. But it's still starting all over again. Back at the beginning. Like a baby. 14. Gluten-free is no way for me to be. If I can't have bread nor a bun, what will I spread my butter on? 15. Brother is so smart. He's studying out of a book bigger than my face. He can read hard words and sound out big ideas. He can remember things. He tells me at night. He whispers from the bottom bunk, and I listen, learning, soaking in the new facts. He's so smart. I am so proud of him. He's 3 years older. 3 years, but it feels like 10. I love when he reads to me. I love when we play. I love when he helps me read to him. 16. Please no. Please no. No worksheets. Just ask me the questions. I know the answers. I'm not ignoring you. I can think. I just can't read or fill in blanks. Please ask me. Let me talk it out. No, please, teacher. Please, no worksheets. She keeps walking behind me, looking down at my blank paper. Just write your name, she snaps. I'm not disobeying. I'm not. It's just impossible. She forces the pencil into my hand. Everyone is staring at me. 17. I love my trampoline. Up, down, side to side to side, roll and drop and roll. Lay still and let it move me. Spelling sight words. 1 letter, a jump. T, jump. H, bounce. E, fly. The, somersault. Let's do another one. 18. Mama is talking on the phone. I'm getting milk. Her face looks weird. Her eyes are far away. Then they're sad. Then they're raging. Then far away again. I pour my drink slowly, quietly. My Sunday school teacher is on the other side. Her voice is very teacher-like, sharp, final. She's telling Mama about the hallway. I sat there for the last part of class. No one else around. A game and a snack a wall away. That's what happens when you cry in class. I hear Mama sigh, and I know the call is over. My cheeks are wet, and there's more milk on the countertop than in my glass. 19. Stories and bread in the pan. My favorite. Lots and lots of butter. It's raining. It's a cinnamon roll day. 20. Teacher is waiting. She has my page from last week. Mama takes it and smiles. But it's not her happy smile. She sits by me in class. 21. Some people don't understand. Mama brushes my hair out of my eyes. I'm crying, and I can't stop. I'm trying not to cry. I'm so sorry, baby. She kisses my head. Teacher is trying her best. She doesn't know what else to do. I can't stop crying. My Sunday teacher talked to the Wednesday teacher. They discussed it. Me. They talked about how bad I am, how I won't work, how I won't obey, how I'm a crybaby. Even church people make mistakes, sweetie. Mama found out last. She defends them, but she only partly means it. She's angry under her skin. Is it wrong that I love that she's mad at them, but soft for me? 22. I can't remember the lesson we did yesterday. I remember the words we learned. Pat, sat, cat, mat, rat, fat. All of them have a rhythm when you read them. but I keep choosing the wrong one. Pat for sat, cat for mat, rat for fat. They all look the same, even when I slow down, even with a finger on each letter, a bookmark under each line. Cover the picture and they all look the same. I knew this yesterday. I knew this yesterday. I knew this. 23. School is done. This week is over. Yes, yes, yes. Surrounded, nested. Legos, dolls, crafts, magazines. I'm swimming in it all. Everything I need is here where I can touch it. Bundled all around me. Dad is coloring beside me. Brother is building a city at the table. Mom is watching a movie. Apart, but together. Home. 24. Boots and sandals. Sandals and boots. They keep me fast and free. No laces to hold me back. There's things I've got to see. Slip them on and slip out the door. Running between the trees. Shoving my foot and race outside, where I'm totally me. 25. Miss Judy comes to her pew. I hear you're having trouble reading, she tells me. Does everyone know? She tells me more, but I can't hear. My heart is beating too loudly. More and more talk, and my throat closes tight. She squeezes my hand like she knows how I'm feeling. If she knew, why would she point it out? 26. I'm just angry today. No reason. Just mad. I want to punch something. With all my strength. I chew furiously on the collar of my shirt. I yell with my face sunk deep into my pillow. I don't want to do school. It hurts. I don't want to do chores. I just want to be angry. 27. Shake run, surprise shake run. Just me and Mom, driving, singing. Whipped cream is on its way. Questions strangle my thoughts, swirling like frosting in my brain. Mama, is there a doctor who can tell me why I can't read? There, I said it. Swallow some vanilla fast. Pretend the answer doesn't matter much. She pulls the car to the curb. I will find one, baby. Her eyes crinkle and smooth. Her shoulders shake and recalibrate. She gets it. A smile and a side glance. A squeeze of her hand. And it's shake run again. She dips her fry in my shake. And we drive and drive and drive. Spring. 1. Mama spent all day today online, calling people, reading books, and taking notes. Her eyes are circled like bruises. She keeps rubbing them, but the red lines won't go away. I can't see behind them. Tears of stress, overinformation, worry, and prayer wrinkle on her forehead. I can't sleep tonight. I can only rock myself back and forth. She's right beside me, rummaging through my hair, kissing my cheeks. She can't sleep either. 2. John 3:16. John 3:16. God loved the world so very much that he sent his one Son to die on a cross for our sins, so that we can believe in him and have eternal life. John 3:16. Why isn't that right? It's what the verse means, but not close enough. No new Sunday school badge for me. 3. It's now, today, any minute, soon, soon, soon. Brother is at Grandma's, Dad is at work, and Mom and I drive far towards the beach. She's found it, a person to explain. We talk in blasts, then we're silent. We are so close to answers. In our rush, we're too early. So swing into Chick-fil-A. for a restroom break and some sweet tea. We are so close. 4. She understands me. She sees me, her black and silver hair, her small, homey living room. She has nature everywhere, photographs, pine cones. She has a wild heart. Like mine, I can tell. We know our own. She sees me. 5. So, if I can't read, I don't get to answer questions? I don't get it. I can still understand the stories, but the teacher skips right over me, even in front of Mom. Mom pats my hand. She knows I don't want anyone to say anything out loud. Not now. Not in front of everyone else. I feel the looks. Everyone already sees. I've been ignored. I don't even get a paper to make believe with. Mom quietly gets up, brings me a puzzle and a color sheet, and helps me fill it out. Teacher pretends not to notice. 6. Another new curriculum. This one has games, cutouts, flashcards, and takes forever. And I still have to start all the way back at the beginning. I must really be a baby. I can't remember the order the letters go in. Or are these numbers? 7. Mrs. Wolf told me I'm smart. No one but my family has ever said that to me. Ever. She says I can think and learn. She says I'm a hard worker. She says I'm brave. She likes my camouflage outfit and my blue boots from Europe. She notices my braids and how hard I try to sit still, even when her questions are very hard and extremely boring. She likes how my accent sounds, like I'm from Boston, she says. She sees my hands wiggle and strain. She sees my energy pouring over and doesn't mind. She isn't put out. She spins me in a chair until I giggle. She won't let me look away until I tell her I know I'm smart. My heart sings as my eyes water. She says I have dyslexia. It's something in my brain, something that scrambles my sights and thoughts and turns them into confusion. She draws me a picture to help me see her words. More tests, just to check. And boom! If I don't have to sound it out or write it down, I can answer high school kid questions. She says she's going to help me. She says we're going to find the key to help me read. She says she's going to help me unlock the real me. Wild and brave, hardworking, energetic, and smart. 8. Cod liver oil makes me sick. Sliding down my throat, slimy and thick. Tastes like fish from a rotten sea. Turns my stomach. Cod liver oil, you're killing me. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And gross, gross, gross. Cod liver oil, I hate you most. But Mom says you'll feed my brain and my cells. But you only make my stomach swell. My guts twist, and my tongue rebels against your disgusting cod liver smell. But if it will help, I will try and try, but I'll never stop asking Mom, why? Cod liver oil after breakfast and after lunch. Cod liver oil, I hate you so very much. 9. It's been tough, even with our knowing. Reading is still impossible. Writing is almost worse. Mom lost her temper during sessions. Sometimes I just can't try any longer. I can't carry another catastrophe. So now, all cried out, we're on her bed. She's curled around me, snug as a snake, whispering to me sweet apologies and encouragement, burrowing under the blankets like a baby fox. Mama holds me, and I let myself sleep. In the daytime, listening to her breathing, pretending I'll be little forever. 10. A big white box sits on the dining room table. A new curriculum, but made for dyslexics like me. It doesn't start with letters. It starts with sounds. I can totally do sounds. Brother tests it out with Mom first, and then I try the next day. It's hard. I don't like it. But we practice 3 times a week, for an hour. A white box to help me. Mom studies and studies to help me. I train and train to help me. 11. What is with these exercises? They are very annoying, and they take away my playtime, my snuggle time, my drawing time. This hand over that hand. Jump, jump, jump. Pretend to walk on a wire. This foot in front of that foot. Doodle huge circles in the air. Touch this shoulder with that hand. Crawl to the end of the hallway. Slide on my stomach across the rug. Look up as I march, march, march. Ugh, these take forever. They sound fun, but they are not. They are hard work. I hate dyslexia. 12. Everything I try fails. My head hurts. My skin itches. My stomach throbs and spins. I can't even make my hands obey. This thumb up, fingers curled. Flip of the wrist makes a different sound. This way B and this way D, and an upside down P. But I still can't make it stick. I just want to go to bed with my dog and my blanket and sleep. Sleep until it doesn't ache anymore. Sleep until the longing leaves. Why can't I just be normal? I work hard. I labor and push. Nobody cares that it's excruciating to try so hard. I just want to sleep. 13. This is a gift? What kind of gift is this frustrating? Mrs. Wolf told me my dyslexia is a gift from God. Huh? She told me it opens me up to different thinking. Yes, but then I can't find the words to tell you what I think. How will I ever be able to do my missions if I can't talk right or even read at all? I can't even remember a simple verse. But you can understand it, Dad tells me. He says a lot of people can memorize, but very few can understand and unravel. He says if I slow my speaking, I communicate well. But how can I slow down if I'm so excited to explain what I know, what I love, what I've seen? A gift? Huh? Maybe it's like a birthday present with lots of ribbons and paper. It's just going to take a long time to unwrap. 14. Dad and Grandpa, they had a hard time reading too. They had troubles with the letters and writing. They read now, though, enough to read their verses, enough to study for work, enough to teach. Maybe I just need to learn enough to read my verses, enough to study for my work, enough to preach. 15. I'm glad I am homeschooled, and I wish I wasn't at the same time. I'm embarrassed less often, because there are less people to read in front of. I'm worried less often, because there's only Mama and Dad that check my work. But I sometimes wonder if it would be better. Dad couldn't get words. He had a special class, but I wouldn't want anyone to know, and I wouldn't want to miss out on anything interesting. Mama says because we homeschool, my tutoring sessions can come more often, and I can take as long as I need, or as short as I need. I'm glad I'm homeschooled, but I still wonder. 16. Singing. A new key. Mom, brother, and I have been singing my verse. Every day. All week long. And it stuck. John 3:16. Now I understand and I know the words. I've got a brand new patch to prove it. 17. Balloon and pigs are the pits. Which hand does which? I forget. Pigs in the mud make the P sound fine. But balloons trip me up a lot of the time. Here's the stem, and here's the gut, but which says B and which does not? Balloons and pigs hurt my hand. Balloons and pigs, I don't understand. I hope I figure them out very, very soon, for I'm sick up to here with pigs and balloons. 18. This isn't any easier. The big white box. The sounds turn into the alphabet. And again, I'm back to baby words, watching brother and mother and father read, and read and read. Brother even complains. Too much reading, he says. I wish I could get out of these baby books. Read an adventure, lazy in the pink light, swinging and rocking in a hammock under a green, thriving tree. Birds and breezes, me and my dog and a book squished into the same story. Practice, practice, practice. Not perfection, just more pain and more practice. 19. Water and a paintbrush. Long strokes, jabbing strokes, paint, glitter, and crayons. Over and over and over. Image above image, until the page goes heavy with color and grows absent of shape. Until a poem comes from the curves and dips. A poem only I can decipher. A poem that I can read. 20. Rules. Rules for everything. When to use a C and when to use a K, and when to use them back to back. More rules. For CH and TCH. For double S, F, and Z. Rules. Making a rhythm of the letters. Rules. Making a beat within the words. Still confusion, but now something new to hang the sounds on. Summer. 1. Why does everyone ask me what grade I'm in? Does it really matter? My birthday is 1 week before the other girls. Why can't I stay in class with her? Why does it matter? 2. A pause from the white box. A break from tiles and rules. Now colored clay and the alphabet. Rolling snakes, making my name, molding a me, forming a dog, spelling its name, all in clay, sculpting and spelling, Bach playing softly, Mama in the clay beside me, rolling snakes, rolling snakes. 3. My arms stiffen and sweat, my shoulders pinch my neck tilts my head shakes my eyes can't catch the letters, my tummy twists, my back struggles straight, my spine slumps my head distracts my eyes can't catch the letters, my brain can't sort them out, my mouth can't speak them correctly, because my eyes can't catch the letters. 4. Testing again, testing some more. There's more than a little my dyslexia messes up. We spent an hour spelling sight words, skipping and clapping, jumping and spinning. She's worried about my penmanship. We work with that until it hurts. I can't seem to get ahead. It's just one more set of eyes to see I'm screwed up. But at least she has a dog. He sleeps quietly beside her desk, thumping his tail on my shoe. He smells like dirt and grass. If I can sit and calmly work for 15 minutes, I get to pet him and give him a snack. 3 minutes to go. 5. Summer is coming, but I don't get a break. There's box number 2 to get through, and a new computer game for me to try. Mornings will be sessions. After lunch, I can swim. 6. Dad sets up the table, puts on pillows and sheets. He plops me on top and therapy begins. Lift left arm and tap, tap, tap. Lower slowly and shake, shake, shake. Mom rubs my temples and kisses my head. Lift right arm and tap, tap, tap. Lower slowly and shake, 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 until I nearly drift off to sleep. Tap and shake, 2 times a day. 7. This is not a computer game. It is work. Find the monster. Click the sound. Go slow but fast. Listen carefully. I hate it. I could be playing. It throbs my mind. My eyes cross at the light. Too much to follow. Don't move your head. Don't move your hands. Follow the monster. Click the sound. Go slow but fast. Listen carefully. I'll never be right. 8. The hot, sunny crust of the water. Getting to be the first in. Slicing it like toast down to the cool. In and out of the shadows. Twirl, spin, soar, float. My hair goes wild. My lungs get heavy. My muscles stop fighting. My brain feels it all. My skin understands the water. Up for air and back down until the layers all feel the same. Goggles on. Water everywhere. Rushing through my fingers, diving between my toes. 9. If I were Heidi, I'd have milk in a bowl, and cheese and bread. I'd run through high weeds and wildflowers, bound with the mountain goats, simmer in the icy streams. Heidi didn't read. Not right away. It was hard for her too, but she had the mountain, and the animals, and the snow. If I were Heidi, I'd sleep on hay and burrow into quilts. If I were Heidi, I'd never go down the mountain. I'd stay where I could be useful. I'd use what I had for good. I'd help widows and orphans, sing as I skipped into town, talk to the preacher with confidence. I am me, not Heidi. I am me, and I can only dream. 10. I got it! I can remember my phone number. I've got a copy of it, in my 4-year-old colors, but I finally etched it into my memory. I've got it. The numbers stay in order. I can remember. 11. There are good things about being small. It's not all hard. I'm shorter than all my cousins. People don't expect so much from me, since they think I'm younger. I can hide better than anyone. Inside cupboards, under furniture, behind curtains. And my feet don't stick out. I can hear them all rush past and chuckle. They have no idea where I am. I can still curl up on Mama's lap and cry on her neck. Dad can still sweep me up and toss me into a pile of pillows. I can pretend I'll always be this small. 12. Fried eggs are amazing. Their smell and sizzle, their ooze and drool, over my toast crust, over my fork, sprinkle with pepper, next to my blackened bacon. Fried eggs are amazing. 13. Big brother sits by me. It's computer time, and I know he's itching to play. But he sits beside me, cheering me up, cheering me on. Thank you, God, for my brother. 14. Cozy dog, bent and bundled beside me. Breathing beats. Pet her head, pet her back. Do dogs need faith? Or do they know without a doubt God loves them? 15. Rocks along the highway, purple, black, and orange. Lines grow and fade. Lights shout down the path. The car tires roll and bump. The air swishes beside my face. Talking and singing, playing and praying. So much to see. So much I want to explore. Days to go. Hours on the road. Feels so good to wildly go, onward and forward. 16. Audiobooks. Driving and snacking and listening to audiobooks. The whole family meeting the same people, making the same friends. At the same time, nobody is left behind. 17. Mountain air, mountain roads, mountain water, all lovelier, fresher, tastier, all running through and around me. My hair, my skin, my smile. Breathing is easier. On a patch of sun and grass, ice melted and pooled at my toes. Pebbles and purpose, under my boots, on my jeans, in my hand. All wondrous, victorious, marvelous, to this mountain creature, mountain friend, mountain girl. 18. I've got a scratchy blanket, tucked and fluffed under me. The grass is so high about me, I'm nearly hidden. I hear my parents laughing with their friends. I feel my brother run beside me in a rush, but on this blanket, it's just me, sunny and cool, breezy cheeks, me in Montana, my family in the north. 19. Comic books and a flashlight, curled into a secret closet, beside the vacuum machine, under the coats, next to the extra toilet paper. Comics in my mitts, pictures to move the story, thought bubbles, words I can guess, my face reading an asset. Dark purples and blues make for a haunting chapter. Light roses and golds lead to a happier ending. My comics and me, making a Narnia for one in my mind. 20. I love yoga. The stretching, the pulsing of tired muscles, the unwavering of a strong belly, breathing, 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 thinking only of the moving, moving softly to the breathing, toes spread and solid, hips stacked and sturdy, mind softened and soaking it in, ending with a lovely, a blanket under my knees and my eyes closing, readying for the rest of my day. 21. Dad says I can only do one sport this year. I love sports. I love the sweaty mess of action, the hasty decisions, the wholehearted effort, but therapy and sessions cost so much. He doesn't tell me that, but I just know. I can see the difference, then and now. So, one sport it is. And no painting class, not for a while. Maybe soon. Hopefully next year. I don't want the summer to be over. I don't want to go back to tutoring, or to a new class with new people to poke at me. And now only with one sport, one less place I can shine. 22. The ride home isn't as much fun. I know the new is over. The same will return. The old will take over, and I'll ache for glaciers' waters and long canola stretches of yellow. 23. The horse on the road. I would have named it, but I was too excited. He walked slowly to me and trusted the weeds in my palm. He nudged me, spied deeply into my face, and I did the same to him. His woodsy smell, his chocolate velvet hide. I dream of him as I gaze out the car window and back at my reflected self. 24. One more Sunday, and the new classes begin. Mom and Dad took teacher to lunch. I was at Grandma's. This year, we know the difference. I can read a little, but not as much as everyone else. Maybe I can ask for help, without fear, without embarrassment. One more Sunday, and it all restarts. 25. Hand sewing. It's only fun when you don't have to do it. And now, I have to do it. Another trick to help my hands. Another tool to build up muscle. Another task to practice. Just so I can do what everyone else can easily do. Fall. 1. One last swim. Free. Dad's laid out the towels. Mama's got the dinner ready. Brother's finished. It's just me, spinning slowly in circles, forcing the water out of my way, goggles fogging, heart beating, ears humming. 3 more rotations, then mealtime, then family prayer and bed. 2 more rounds, feet together like a mermaid, legs apart like a frog, wild in the waves made by me. Then it starts again. 2. Wednesdays will be co-op day, a day of classes, art and science projects, math and English, skipping songs, brother in his own class, Mama tutoring mine. Maybe no one will notice how different I am. I'm not all that tiny anymore. I used to be the smallest in my groups. But growing up is catching me up, and I look like I should know better. I wonder if there will be anyone like me, or if anyone will like me. 3. What does rosemary have to do with reading? The diffuser spits and fumes. The smell is nice, but strong. And now it's the only thing I can think about. Not the baby crying behind me. Not brother's pencil clicking against the clipboard. Not the coffee pot choking. Not on the graph paper before me. Just the strong odor of rosemary and lavender. One to calm me, one to help me remember. 4. Mom's the tutor, but I don't get away with anything. She still asks me questions, just like she asks everyone else. But she's not there to whisper a clue. I have to ask for help. Some have smirking eyes, but most have smiles. They help me. Sometimes I know the answer and I help them. Mom's the tutor, but it's not that much fun. She jumps and sings and gets way too happy. For someone who snapped at me about my snack bag just before we got here. 5. The light stabs at the sides of my head. The words swirl and pulse. My brain is aching too badly to fight. A large drink of water. A prayer and a hug. Restart. Refocus. Dig down. 1 sentence. 2 sentences. Ugh, my head. 6. Another one. A screener. Again. For my eyes, 2 hours of testing in an itty-bitty room, just to see if his pages can give me a headache. Well, yes, sir, they did. The moment you open the book. Now, what can I do to make it go away? 7. Box 2 is done. 8 more to go. I wish I could do 1 a month, but then none at all. And the sessions would be super fast. It's getting really old. Sitting down at the table. The same pattern. In the same way. I don't think I can survive 8 more boxes. 8. Chai lattes. Yummy. Good. Cold. Thick, long straws. Ice clinking in my cup. Chai lattes make a session bearable. Almost. Need another sip to find out. Ah, chai lattes. 9. Teacher has been told. I am worried. But she is still her. I hear her grumble to her helper something about homeschool. Not in a nice voice. Or maybe I imagine the voice? She is beginning to let me try more now. She gives me a page like everyone else, and she asks me to read like everyone else. But now, no one must read. We all get to give it a go. I'm allowed to sound out as much as I can. and her helper helps me with the rest. Maybe Dad was right. Maybe she just didn't understand. 10. Colored lenses to get rid of my headaches. Because dyslexia is hard enough without throwing a migraine into the mix. I wish they could make me read in an instant, but no headaches is a wonderful beginning. 11. Mud, like water, only better. After the squish, it crusts and flakes. Bubble bath, like mud, only better. After the swish, it foams and pops. 12. I love the library. Mama takes me occasionally. The smell of all the ink and the wood, the leather seats, the whirling air conditioner. I pick the loneliest of chairs and the largest book, preferably about animals, and coil up tightly, flipping the pages and losing track of time, imagining all the learning that is taking place around me, pretending I'm in a story right now. 13. So Moses couldn't speak right, and God gave him Aaron. Maybe I'll never learn to read, and God will send me an assistant. Or maybe I'll read fine, and I'll be a Barnabas for someone else. Paul could read and write. He was a scholar, and he still needed help. Who can I be of help to? Right where I'm at? Or perhaps I really am like Peter, and reading will be my aquatic adventure. It's all about what I keep my eyes on. 14. Teacher brought a special book for me. A present. Maybe a sorry present? Who knows? But why a book? I can't read yet, even though I'm getting better. She says she had trouble reading too. I tried not to let my eyes get wide. She says she had no one to help her, and she had to claw herself up and learn to read. I can't imagine. Doing it all alone. I prayed for her tonight. A lingering prayer with very few words, but lots of feelings. 15. A friend at last, true and growing. She saw me, quietly in class, lost on the page, and oh so silently, oh so smilingly, pointed me in the right direction. 16. The TV is too loud, Mama hollers. She snatches the remote before I can even speak. Down goes the volume. She scoots me backwards. You're too close, she snaps. But it feels so nice to be so near the screen. You can spot the pixels. For the music to be so loud, the talking and the crying, and the shouting is muffled. It's like being inside the show. It's all around me. Even the ground echoes the dialogue. Mama kisses my head. This is the millionth time today. She sighs and goes back to folding laundry. 17. They're cutting down all the trees. My throat burns with tears. I cannot cry fast enough. All along my neighborhood, city vans cut and grind them to bits, leaving scraps of their proud bark scattered around the sidewalk. Why? My beautiful trees, some of which have names. I've named them as we've walked under them, or drove past them in a rush. Where will our breezes shudder and spin? Where will our car alarm birds perch and praise? Ours is the only shade left on the block. Will they make us kill ours too? Where will we get our Christmas pine cones? Where will we hunt nests and leave popcorn feeders? Who decides these hideous things, like cutting down all the trees? 18. I can remember. I can put the letters in order without a song. I can read words, just a few, without touching each letter again and again. I even have a book with only a few pictures. A book where the kids have troubles, like everyday kids do. A book where cats have names, and I can read them. Where there are real sentences, not just words and lists. This one is red and even has chapters. 19. Pope. I wish I knew a worse word. I wish I knew a way to scream so loudly that my feelings could be felt by everyone around me. I have to start over. Again, again, again. 20. Mama bought me markers and drawing pads. We listen to Bach and Vivaldi and doodle. We make patterns, and sometimes real pictures. We make huge letters and trace gigantic infinity signs. Starting over won't be too bad this time. 21. Grandma bought me a Bible I can listen to. I play it at night, mostly. When I worry about getting older, when I worry about leaving home, I pick up my purple Bible and turn the pages. Its cover is white on the edges. I've even bitten the corners in places. There are a few words that stand out, but not enough to piece into a whole. But I know where the red words are, and where there's red words, there's Jesus, talking to me and everyone else, whispering, "I love you" through the pages. These are the words I want to read first. These are the words I want to share with the world. Beautiful blood-red words, reaching for me before I can narrate them. And I know this dyslexia thing really is a good gift. Without it, I may not have paid attention. Without it, I may have just whizzed past those lovely red words. 22. Tonight is for me and Mom. No boys, no babies, no books, no students, no studies, no sheets, just us, painting our nails, singing songs, watching silly shows, playing our favorite games. Not tutor and pupil, not an alphabet tile in sight, just us girls, and some secret coffee and cupcakes, being just us. 23. Late into the night, when I can hear Dad snore, and Mama turns on her pillow, when the dark seems heavy like a quilt, and Brother is a hall walk away, I snuggle into God, my big daddy. His hands are always large enough to hold me, and his arms always ready for a hug. I squeeze my eyes shut and whisper myself to him. He is more real than anything, and we talk about the day, about my friends, about this dyslexia thing, about where he wants me to go, about how he's getting it ready. I snuggle delighted, crying at times. His greatness is so overwhelming. There isn't a word to describe it. He holds me, still and strong, and I am certain I'm never alone. 24. Why do people murmur about dyslexia? I heard another mom hint about it at group day, like it's a bad dream or an inappropriate movie. I tell everyone that it's no big deal. It just means it's harder for me to read. I'm not contagious or dim-witted, and I'm definitely not ashamed. Look into my eyes now. Can you see who I am? I think I'm sweet. I know I'm strong. And why do they ask me if I always see my B's and D's backwards? If I did, how would I ever know anyhow? Why do they try to shush me? With worry in their eyes? If I hadn't told the class, then I would have never heard the secret. The whisper that warned me like a hug. My red-headed friend confiding, me too. 25. Mama read to me that God sings over me, that my name is tattooed on his palm. With a daddy like that, why should I worry about a single day? I bet if God did sleep, he'd dream about me. Maybe me on a mountain. Perhaps Me and a friend. And maybe a dog or two. Me and my backpack full of Bibles.